Why men can't stop spending on women? Most men think they overspend because they love deeply. The truth is darker than that. They overspend because they are afraid. And the fear has nothing to do with the woman. It has everything to do with what is happening inside the man's own mind. There is a psychological mechanism called effort justification. It means the more you suffer for something, the more your mind decides it is worth it. Your brain has a built-in pricing system. Big effort equals big value. No effort equals no value. This is not logic. This is wiring. And it misfires badly inside relationships. When a woman likes you without a chase, without resistance, without a long campaign, your brain does not celebrate. It gets uncomfortable, because nothing that came easy ever felt expensive. So the mind quietly asks a question it will never say out loud. If I got her this easily, do I actually deserve her? That one question is where everything goes wrong. So the man starts spending. Not because she asked, not because she needs it, but because his brain needs a price tag on what he already has. He is building a case in his own mind. I did this, I sacrificed this, I proved this. The effort becomes his evidence that he earned what he has. He is not spending on her. He is arguing with his own self-doubt and using money as his closing argument. But underneath even that is something deeper. Many men do not genuinely believe it is them the woman loves. They believe she loves what they do, what they provide, what they spend, so they cannot stop, because the day they stop spending, in their own mind, is the day she discovers there is nothing underneath. Psychologists call this contingent self-worth. Your value as a person is not something you feel from inside. It is something you need external things to keep confirming. And a man living this way is one of the easiest men alive to drain, because his insecurity does all the work. She never has to demand anything. He volunteers everything. There is one more layer. When something comes to you easily, a specific fear enters. If I got her this easily, anyone else can get her the same way. So the spending also becomes an attempt to erase that fear. I did what nobody else would do. I spent what nobody else would spend. The man is trying to manufacture exclusivity. He is trying to make himself the only one who paid the high price, so that the access feels rare, protected, and earned. But here is the truth that destroys that entire strategy. You cannot buy a woman's class. You cannot erase her accessibility through your wallet. Her character, her loyalty, her standards, none of that changes because of what you spent. The woman who was going to leave is still going to leave. The woman who was going to cheat is still going to cheat. You paid to feel secure in something that was never secured by money. And every good thing you did for her in private will stay in private the day she decides to go. She will not stand up and tell people you gave everything. She will find the one thing that went wrong and that becomes the whole story. Your sacrifice disappears, her grievance survives, and then the final trap closes. Because once a man has invested heavily, his mind cannot accept that the investment was wrong. So he spends more, stays longer, tolerates more, not because the relationship is good, but because stopping means confronting what he already lost. This is the sunk cost trap. And it is one of the most painful places a man can live, throwing good money at a bad investment because admitting the loss feels worse than continuing the damage. None of this is love. All of it is fear. Fear of being undeserving, fear of being replaceable, fear of being exposed as a man who got something he didn't earn. And the woman in the middle of all this never asked for any of it. She just liked him. That was always enough. He was the one who decided it wasn't. The man who understands this builds himself. Not her, not the relationship, himself. Because a man who is secure in who he is does not need effort to justify what he has. He does not need to manufacture difficulty or inflate a price tag. He receives good things and accepts them. He knows his presence is the value. And the woman who is